I finally found the absolute game changer that takes my massive long-form videos and churns out ready-to-post social clips in literally 3 clicks, completely transforming my entire content workflow. Forget the grueling process of scrubbing through half an hour of footage just to manually fish out those 3 golden nuggets, and definitely toss out the need to export a dozen test clips just to see what might stick on social media. This tool intelligently finds the specific moments that genuinely perform well on platforms, and delivers you a perfectly curated stack of clips already trimmed, captioned, and optimized for every channel you use. Seriously, let me quickly walk you through exactly how I integrate this into my daily routine and why it has rapidly become my secret weapon for consistent content generation from lengthy recordings. Picture this common scenario. I just wrapped a rambling 30-minute sit-down review filled with unnecessary filler words, self-corrections, and those awkward "wait, let me restart that" moments. In the old days, this meant shelling out serious cash to an editor for hours of work, or conversely, sacrificing an entire productive morning to painstakingly clean up the mess myself. Now I simply upload that raw, unedited MP4 file, and this platform automatically scans the entire thing, isolates the moments with the highest potential for virality, and spits out a batch of polished clips. For my last session, it astonishingly identified 70 strong, ready-to-share clips, ranging from punchy 15-second hooks right up to 60-second detailed explainer bites, and honestly, the result felt completely magical. Let me be totally candid here. There are certainly other AI editing applications on the market that handle specific tasks well, like efficiently chopping out long silences or deleting obvious flubs, which absolutely saves some initial time. However, those tools often lack the crucial intelligence to determine what content is actually shareable and capable of generating real audience engagement down the line. Similarly, there are great platforms that transform pre-written scripts into automated videos, which is fantastic if your source material is text, but it misses the mark for podcasters and interviewers dealing with long, organic audio. This is the specific niche where this particular solution truly shines. It doesn't just perform basic cuts. Instead, it actively curates and selects based on performance potential. Getting started with this powerful system is incredibly straightforward, requiring zero complicated setup or steep learning curve to begin seeing immediate results. You just upload your raw video file, which for me is typically just dragging and dropping that large MP4 right onto the designated area, and the system immediately initiates a deep analytical scan. It smartly detects those key engagement moments by analyzing subtle cues like emotional peaks in the speaker's voice, the presence of strong rhetorical hooks, and overall conversational energy. If you still prefer fine-tuning the process, you certainly have the power to adjust settings, like dictating the shortest or longest clip length you're willing to accept for any given segment. You can also specifically instruct the AI to prioritize those incredibly punchy opening hooks for quick grabs, or alternatively, favor the deeper, more explanatory segments for longer-form platforms. Furthermore, if you're dealing with interviews featuring multiple speakers, you can tell the algorithm which specific voice or speaker you want it to focus its attention on throughout the analysis. Once that comprehensive scanning process concludes, you are presented with the meticulously organized queue of clips conveniently categorized into distinct types like hooks, explainers, highlights, and platform-ready exports. One feature I absolutely adore is the auto-editing viral clips function, which moves beyond random cutting to intelligently find moments with demonstrated high share potential for your specific content. This AI specifically hunts for powerful elements like a surprising statistical reveal, a particularly bold or controversial opinion, a genuine moment of humor, or a compelling snippet from a demonstration. Crucially, it then simultaneously generates multiple versions of the same great moment, intelligently adapting the trim and caption specifically for various social media standards. For instance, that killer 45-second segment might become a perfectly trimmed, captioned clip tailored precisely for the aesthetic requirements of an Instagram reel, for example. Concurrently, a tighter 15-second variant gets created to meet the hyper-fast pacing demands of a standard TikTok, or a slightly longer 60-second piece is made for YouTube Shorts. The sheer amount of time saved just by automating this multi-output adaptation alone makes the entire process worth its weight in gold for any serious content producer. Shifting gears to management, the auto-schedule feature is another absolute game changer that lets you set it and forget it for your posting strategy across all linked platforms. After the clips are finalized, you just specify your preferred posting frequency and ideal times, and the system autonomously queues them up across your entire social media presence without you lifting a finger. I personally instruct it to deploy 3 new short clips every week, and it smartly spaces them out based on sophisticated analysis of my specific audience's known activity patterns. This means I maintain that critical, non-negotiable, consistent posting rhythm necessary for growth, without ever having to babysit a content calendar or constantly check my posting schedule. When you compare that to the tedious, error-prone manual process of scheduling everything individually, this feels remarkably like having a tiny, incredibly knowledgeable social media assistant on retainer. Then we arrive at the central command center, the content calendar, which aggregates every single AI-produced asset into one unified, easily manageable location. From this calendar, I can quickly preview any clip, seamlessly reorder the entire publication queue, reschedule posts, or make minor but important tweaks to the accompanying captions and thumbnails. The real efficiency booster here is the ability to adjust a caption on one platform, and then push that exact updated copy out to all connected channels with a single, satisfying mouse click. This visual calendar layout also makes it immediately obvious where I have content gaps, or perhaps too much content scheduled for a single day, aiding my future recording plans immensely. Now let's address the reality. No artificial intelligence tool is ever going to be completely flawless, and sometimes it will mislabel a great moment or pick a clip that truly requires more upfront context. Fortunately, that's perfectly fine because every single element that the AI generates remains fully editable within the system, giving you ultimate creative authority over the final product. You maintain the flexibility to split an overly long cut into two better pieces, merge adjacent segments, extend a cut if the AI was too aggressive, or trim back a pause it mistakenly left in. The actual editing interface itself is designed to be highly intuitive, letting you simply click the clip, drag the endpoints to your desired length, instantly add text overlays, or toggle an auto caption suggestion on or off. For those older or noisier recordings, there's even an option to run a dedicated denoise pass right inside the application, which is usually more than sufficient for standard talking head content. If we compare this to other tools, some editors only focus on the easy job of silence removal, leaving you with a disjointed mess of disconnected clips you still have to manually sort through and string together. Other popular editors excel at those fancy script-to-video transformations, but they offer no real help if your starting point is a massive library of recorded interviews that need organic curation. Tools like Pictory are undeniably awesome for turning written scripts into visual narratives, and yes, tools like Gling AI are rapid at mistake removal, but neither offers this specific, holistic blend of viral picking, auto-scheduling, and a unified calendar. If your sole need is basic silence removal, stick with a simple cutter. If you strictly need script to video, there are great options, but if you demand one workflow for long-form to optimize shorts, this is the clear winner. To give you a concrete example of the impact, I uploaded a full 30-minute interview. The AI analyzed it and instantly created 68 distinct clips for my consideration. I spent about 10 minutes quickly skimming through, unselecting maybe 10 clips that were too context dependent, added a unique thumbnail to a few, and then just hit the master schedule button to initiate everything. In under an hour, I had successfully queued up what felt like an entire month's worth of customized, platform-specific short-form content across Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube simultaneously. The task that would have demanded an entire laborious day of meticulous editing and scheduling was accomplished efficiently in less than 60 minutes of active engagement. Among the smaller but incredibly thoughtful touches, the system proactively suggests relevant captions and trending hashtags based directly on the specific content of each selected clip. It also provides A/B thumbnail suggestions, allowing you to test which visual actually resonates best with viewers to maximize click-through rates without needing a separate design session. If you have complex transition needs later, rest assured you can export a standard edit decision list, or EDL, which can be imported directly into a heavier, more traditional editing suite for final touches. Fundamentally, you should start viewing this application as your highly efficient pre-editor that expertly handles all the heavy, repetitive lifting of selection and initial polishing of shareable assets. In terms of cost, they typically offer a generous free tier so you can experiment with a couple of uploads to really test the quality before committing to any paid subscription for heavier use. I strongly suggest you utilize that free option first. Upload one of your longest videos and genuinely observe the quality of the clips it manages to automatically pull out of the raw footage. If you are a creator who needs to maintain an extremely high frequency of posting and desires to automate that entire funnel from raw file to published clip, this system will rapidly pay for itself in reclaimed time. For professional editors managing multiple client channels, the ability to generate dozens of unique, usable clips in mere minutes can exponentially increase your team's overall content output without adding headcount. Now, will this technology entirely eliminate the need for a talented human editor? No, not in every single scenario, especially when complex cinematic grading or heavy visual effects are required. But if your content leans heavily into interview formats, podcast excerpts, technical tutorials, or any typical talking head style where the main value is finding and distributing the core insights quickly, this tool is unrivaled. It becomes absolutely indispensable for creators who have mountains of long recordings piling up and simply need a sustainable way to feed the short-form machine without experiencing creative burnout. Here is my exact, repeatable workflow for every single new recording. I simply record, upload the file, let the AI analyze, select the clip types I prefer, usually hooks and explainers, make minor manual adjustments, set the platform cadence, and then let the auto-schedule handle the rest. Most weeks I hardly need to open the calendar after the initial setup, as the tool correctly paces the posts. But I check it occasionally to shift a piece if an unexpected trend or product launch requires immediate attention. The clips go live, I check the analytics to see what worked, and importantly, the system uses that performance data to continuously refine and improve its suggestions for my next batch of videos. So if you are genuinely tired of dedicating untold hours to manually clipping the same video into dozens of distinct social posts, I strongly urge you to seriously adopt this smarter approach. This isn't about embracing laziness, it's purely about working smarter by allowing robust automation to manage all the monotonous, repetitive groundwork so you can focus on creating superior core content and deeply engaging your core community. I have placed a direct link to try out Vizard down in the description box below, so please take a moment to check out the platform for yourself and see what it pulls from one of your own longer videos. Once you see the results of a free upload, you can easily decide if this solution is the one that will save you countless hours of frustration while keeping your short-form presence powerfully consistent. If you produce any kind of long-form content and you feel the constant pressure to maintain a non-stop stream of short clips without totally burning out your creative energy, this tool might just be the lifeline you have been searching for. Finally, if you have any burning questions at all about my specific calendar configuration, which clip types I always prioritize, or how I tailor captions for specific platforms, drop a comment below and I will personally walk you through my exact setup. Thank you so much for watching this breakdown. I really hope this helps you reclaim your time, and I will definitely catch you all in the next piece of content.